Alright, so today we've got a W204 switch, and this is a donor switch. We don't have the original. Customer says his wife threw away the original. Didn't ask any questions about that. And we also have an ECU, and this is going to be the SIM271 from a C250. So I'm going to use a Britus to read this ECM, and he's got the original key, and that's very important because we don't have the EIS. So I asked him to send me the original key, and that's so that I can get the SSID, since we can't get the SSID from any other place aside from the original ignition switch, the original EIS, the original keys, the ESL, the steering lock. The original steering lock may have the SSID as well. And of course the SSID is in the cluster, but it's very difficult to get it out of the cluster. So I'm going to get it from this key. Luckily we have a key and it's very simple to get it off the key. I'm just going to read the key and I'll get the SSID, and I'll be able to use that so that when he plugs in the donor EIS, this one here, when he plugs in this donor EIS, his cluster is going to sync and it will show the actual miles of the car instead of a bunch of zeros. I'm going to get started. It's going to be a real quick one. We're not going to go into a lot of detail. It's Monday and I've got a ton of packages that are going out today. Alright, so the first task is to use VVDI to get the key password from this donor switch. We can't erase the switch if we don't have the key password, so we're going to wait the, 20 minutes or so to get the key password from this switch. Once that's done, we can erase this switch, renew it, and then write the data from the ECM to it using a Britus. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to take the engine control unit and we're going to read it with a Britus. Okay, there's our read. We're going to save the data, folder called original ECM. And that's it. I can't read the coding on this SIM271. Try read coding and a Britus does not handle it. Not supported coding functionality for this unit. Okay, I'm going to have to use VVDI for the coding, and that's just the VIN basically. Okay, so now I've got the key that he said. This is the original key and I got to get the SSID from it. So I'm going to read it. And there's our SSID. Simple as that. Okay, that's the SSID we're going to use when we're programming with a Britus. So I've got the EIS connected now, and we see that it is not activated. That means we can write to it. So what we're going to do is personalize it. We don't have one of these infrared keys from the dealership, so we're going to hit no. What we do have is the FBS file from the computer, but we're missing the key password. The computer doesn't have the key password, but we have the key password that we're going to use. We're going to update the FBS data file with the key password, and it's asking now for the SSID, and we have that as well from our original key. We're going to update the file as well. Okay, now I've got to connect the infrared adapter. I don't have it connected at the moment. So I connect the infrared adapter, and now it's working. And it's personalized. So it just takes a few seconds. We're done. We're personalized now. We have the ECM data in here. So we're done with a Britus now. And we're going to go back to VVDI. All right, so we're back at VVDI, and we've got the ignition switch hooked up through the gateway to VVDI, and we're just going to write the VIN. That's the VIN that we need written, and we're just going to click on the right button and it's going to ask us if we want to write the VIN. Is it the correct VIN? Yes, it is. Okay, and that's it. Even though it says write VIN failed, it actually didn't fail. It did write it, and we know that because when we reread, now we have a VIN that sticks here. Okay, so that's it. This thing is now complete. It's coded. It's got the SSID from the original key. We have the key password from the original key. So his original key is going to work, and the EIS is now synced. I'm just going to create a ESL emulator and send everything back, and this guy's car is going to start. So that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.